Disrespect is an inevitable challenge that all of us encounter in life, whether it comes from a colleague, a stranger, a friend, or even a family member. It can feel like a direct assault on our worth, our value, or our pride. However, when we adopt the wisdom of Taoism and Stoicism, we learn to handle such moments with calm, strength, and grace. Much like water flowing through obstacles, with quiet determination and ultimate resilience. Water teaches us not just how to survive adversity, but how to transcend it, making it the perfect metaphor for the way we should approach challenges like disrespect. The fundamental teachings of Taoism and Stoicism tell us that the power to deal with disrespect comes not from reacting impulsively, but from mastering our inner selves and choosing our responses wisely. Taoism, in particular, emphasizes the art of non-resistance, an idea beautifully embodied by water itself. Water flows effortlessly, bending and shaping to whatever path it is given, but it is also one of the most potent forces on Earth. It's capable of eroding even the hardest rock over time. And this incredible power is the result of its adaptability and persistence. Likewise, when disrespect comes our way, we don't need to meet it with resistance or aggression. Instead, we can flow with the situation, not allowing the anger or bitterness of others to disturb our inner peace. Like water, we can remain steady and clear, allowing negativity to pass by without clinging to it. By understanding that we can control how we respond, we free ourselves from the emotional burdens that disrespect often brings, choosing instead to remain grounded in our own strength. The Stoics, too, offer us valuable lessons in how to handle disrespect. Their teachings encourage us to focus on the things we can control, namely our thoughts, our reactions, and our actions, while letting go of things we cannot control, such as other people's behavior or opinions. When disrespect arises, we can take a step back and remember that the disrespect we face is not an attack on our worth, but often a reflection of the other person's internal struggles. As Epictetus famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In other words, the power lies in how we perceive and respond to the situation. Disrespect is only truly harmful if we allow it to influence our inner peace. Instead of allowing it to define us or dictate our emotional state, we can take control of our minds, understanding that the way we react is what truly shapes our experience. At the heart of both Taoism and Stoicism is the concept of inner discipline. Water, while soft and yielding, is not chaotic. It is relentless, yet always in balance. Similarly, we can discipline ourselves to be grounded, unshaken by the disrespect of others. When faced with disrespect, we can pause and reflect, just as water might take a moment to gather itself before continuing its path. This pause gives us the space to respond thoughtfully, with wisdom, and with integrity. Instead of reacting with immediate anger, frustration, or hurt, we choose to reflect, ensuring that our response aligns with our values and principles. The moment we take this pause, we regain control over our emotions, turning potential volatility into an opportunity for growth. Like a river that never rushes, but follows its course steadily and persistently, we too can choose to move through life's challenges with intention and calm. Empathy is another key element that both Taoism and Stoicism encourage. When faced with disrespect, it's easy to become defensive or angry. But if we take a moment to put ourselves in the other person's shoes, we might begin to see the situation differently. Perhaps the person who disrespects us is acting out of their own pain, frustration, or misunderstanding. Like water flowing smoothly around obstacles, empathy helps us move past the negativity and view the situation from a more compassionate perspective. When we do this, we avoid taking the disrespect personally and instead respond with understanding, which can often disarm the negativity and foster better interactions. By practicing empathy, We become less focused on the offense and more focused on connecting with the humanity of the person who has wronged us, understanding that their actions are more about their own inner turmoil than about us. Forgiveness is another essential practice for handling disrespect. In Taoism, there is a concept known as Wu Wei, or effortless action, which encourages us to release resistance and simply allow things to unfold naturally. In Stoicism, the idea of forgiveness is central to maintaining our peace and tranquility. Holding on to anger is like trying to hold water in our hands. It slips away, leaving us empty and frustrated. By forgiving, we release the negative energy and allow ourselves to move forward with peace in our hearts. Forgiveness does not mean we condone the wrongdoing, but rather, we free ourselves from the emotional chains that resentment creates. Forgiveness, like the flow of water, becomes an act of personal liberation, letting go of the past and choosing to move forward with a clear, open heart. It is a powerful form of self-care and inner strength, helping us cultivate a sense of calm, peace, and emotional balance, regardless of external circumstances. Perspective is another powerful tool in dealing with disrespect. The Taoist worldview teaches us that everything in life is in constant motion, and nothing is permanent. Disrespect, like any negative event, is a temporary ripple in the vast ocean of life. By taking a step back and viewing the situation from a larger perspective, we realize that most instances of disrespect are fleeting, insignificant in the grand scheme of our lives. It helps to remind ourselves that the opinions and actions of others do not define us, and that the value of our life is not determined by how others treat us, but by how we choose to respond to them. As Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wisely said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." When we shift our perspective, we see that disrespect is not a reflection of our worth, but of the other person's inner state. This understanding helps us to not take things personally and to respond with composure, knowing that we can choose how we want to engage with the world. In life, just as in the movement of water, we must remain fluid and adaptable, able to flow around obstacles and keep moving forward, no matter what. The discipline and wisdom of Taoism and Stoicism teach us that we have the power to shape our own responses to life's challenges. We are like water, strong yet flexible, able to carve our own path while remaining grounded in our values. By practicing discipline, empathy, forgiveness, and perspective, we become more than just survivors of disrespect. We become masters of our own emotional landscape, choosing to live with inner peace, wisdom, and grace. We let go of the need for approval or validation from others, and instead focus on our own journey, knowing that true peace comes from within. Like the unstoppable force of water that adapts to its surroundings while remaining powerful and persistent, we can flow through the challenges of life with unwavering strength, knowing that we control our inner state, no matter what comes our way. Through this, we find a deeper connection to our own essence and a more profound peace in the world around us.